What is good, y'all? The Suns are back in the finals since 1993, and we get to watch CP3 in the finals, y'all. But before we get into that, alright, shout out to the Clippers, y'all. Shout out to the Clippers. This team gets joked a lot of times, and yo, you need to give back the much respect and love that they deserve, bro. This team showed heart, bro, but they get joked a lot because of how Paul George plays, because they were called the new kings of LA, because of how they blew a lot of leads and how they play. But yo, this team needs to get the much love and deserve that they need or they well deserve, bro. Paul George especially. Like all of you fans gotta say sorry to Paul George, bro. Like yo, this Paul George is way different, alright? And I think it is best if he is the main player of the team. Like he's the main star. Because if you watch those games against like when Kawhi was there, he was like sometimes not in his mood or not in his game. That's why there was called pandemic P. Like his move or the game of the flow isn't there. And when Kawhi went down, he stepped up and bring back the Paul George of before in Indiana. And like he showed up. Like he showed up in the whole series. And you can't deny that. You can't deny that. I know he missed those clutch free throws in game number 3 or 4. I'm not sure. Or game number 2. I'm not sure. But, he still needs to get the respect that he deserves, bro. He played good, alright? He played very, very well. And I'm also counting on Reggie Jackson, who was supposed not to resign last year, but he signed for one more year, or like he won it back one more time. And look what he did. He gave up he gave out his threes. He was called Mr. June, and I think the reason why they lost this one is because it ain't June anymore, it's July. I'm just joking, but I don't know. I don't know. But bro, DJ Jackson needs to get the much love and deserve. If you look at the post-game interview, he thanked the team, bro, because they saved him. And the best thing that he could do this season, I know he could get a bag in other teams, but if he wants to win a championship or like maybe like a one more run, it's with the Clippers. Like legit, it's with the Clippers. He has his best friend in Paul George right there. And he also has like Kawhi Leonard and Patrick Beverly, who was also there. So like, yeah, I think it's the best thing that he should resign though. But yo, this team needs to get the much love that they deserve. Like legit. Like people hate on them because of those stuff. But yeah. And if you look at the off season, it's gonna be an interesting for them. But the good thing I want it to happen is that Kawhi resigns. Like the mentality of jobs not finished or never give up mentality, like what John Cena did, you know, is the best for the league and it's best for him as well. And it's his hometown in LA, so it's gonna be more fun. But if you look at it, Paul George works alone or like if he's the best star of the team. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting because like even if Kawhi leads this off season, they're still gonna be a pretty good team. You know what I'm saying? Like they're gonna be a pretty good team because of what they showed up in this series. And yeah, we just hope Reggie Jackson signs there and Kawhi resigns, so that will be fun. But it will be also interesting and fun if Kawhi didn't resign, and I don't know where Kawhi would go. Right? We'll just see what happens in the off season. So now let's talk about the Phoenix Suns, bro. What a start of July! What a start to July! And yo, once I saw or once the game was done, people on Twitter said, yo, they went to the finals because of injuries. Like, oh, because of all of that. Oh, yeah, they had the easiest path because of injuries. Like, bro, I forgot if I saw this on a Steph Curry interview. Like, he did it sarcastically after they won the finals in, I forgot, 2016, I think. Like, yeah, we won the championship. Yeah, I'm sorry because of injuries. I'm sorry we won the championship. Like, bro, what he said there is like, yo, whatever team is right in front of you, you still have to play that team. Like, yes, it is fun to watch players or like a team with like, there are no stars that you know. Or like, it's the rise of the future stars, right? But like, we want to see, like, I think we call it as parity, but like, we want to see it without injuries. You know what I'm saying? Because like this season or maybe also next season, we don't know who would be the champion. Like anybody could be the champion if you're in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? Like yo, there's still a super team in the Brooklyn Nets, but they are there's still anyone could beat them. You see what Kawhi or let's see what Giannis did. I mean, Giannis did. I know injuries was a big part, but yo, the team right in front of you is still an NBA team. Like no one could get a spot that easily in the NBA. It's only like 300 players who are lucky enough to be part of the NBA. And that's tough, bro. Because you are called up to be one of the best players or basketball players in the whole world. Like that's how lucky you are. And they are still an NBA team. They're gonna give it their all, even though their star player is injured. So yeah, people get mad because of the injuries and all of that. But yo, you and me, alright, we're both humans. We get hurt. They get hurt. They play 82 games in a whole season. They don't. Are you sure their body gonna get tired? Like, bro, they get tired. Alright? They get tired. They get injured. Alright? That's how tired their body is or how painful their body is. And if they go to the playoffs, another like 27 games or yeah 7 14 21 28 games and like either 16 to 28 games, bro. Like that's tiring to play almost every single game. You gotta be like an Iron Man to play those all of those games, bro. Like legit. So yeah, don't be mad because like a team went to the playoffs because of injuries, which I completely understand as well because I want to watch a playoffs wherein no one gets injured. That's why if I do my dribbles, I off injuries. Alright, but yo, it's life. Alright, people get hurt, people get injured, but yo, it's life. Alright, players get to play the team that is right in front of them, and they try their best to win a game every single night. Alright, and they give it all their best. So they're gonna get injured, right? They're gonna get injured. They get bumps, they take everything like that. But yo, don't blame it like, yo, this team went to the finals because these players got injured, like players got injured. Like, yes, they got injured, but yo, you gotta understand it, right? It's life. And it's also weird because like we can create an all-star team with the players who got injured in the playoffs or who missed time in the playoffs. Like if you look at the East, you've got Trey Young, you've got Kyrie, you've got Harden, you've got Jalen Brown, you've got Giannis, you've got um Embiid. If you look at the West, you've got Kawhi, you've got Jamal Murray, you've got Chris Paul, you've got like no Devin Booker didn't miss. LeBron, you got AD. Did LeBron miss a game? No, I don't not think so. But you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of players got injured, right? Which is completely understandable. And I think it's maybe because of shortened off season, but it is what it is, alright? Players still got to play against a team. And even though we don't want to see it, they still gotta give it their all. Alright? Against a team. Best team. Against a team, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, the Suns are so good. The Suns are so good. It's not that because they're lucky. I don't call it as lucky because they gave it their all almost every single game. Every single night they showed up, especially without Chris Paul. They showed up. Like, bro, this team is a scary team. That's why I don't put asterisk on this finals or even last finals. Right? There's no asterisk. And if you look at like 50, 20 years from now, whoever wins the championship, you're not going to say na like, yeah, that team won, but I'm gonna put an asterisk to it. Because no, it's the team that won. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, Chris Paul is good. Chris Paul is the point guard. Booker is the thing. Booker is the thing, right? And the good thing about this Phoenix Suns is, yo, 10 years ago, they were not in the finals. Not play finals, I mean playoffs. 2 years ago, Devin Booker was called an empty stats guy. A guy who puts stats but never leads his team to victories. The Andre Ayton was like one of the players they say, now why was he picked number one? Why not Luka or why not Trey Young? He showed in this game. And if you remember all the CP3 slander couple of years ago, and if I remember 3 years ago before he signed with the signed, I mean, or traded to Oklahoma, they said he was washed. Like he was washed, and look what he did. If you watch this game, he went on overdrive. He led this team in the second half. And yo, CP3 is still CP3. And if he wins the championship, oh boy, what a sight it would be, especially for all CP3 fans out there. Like, you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. Alright. It's gonna be fun to watch. And yo, whoever wins this championship is the healthiest team. Or the healthiest team wins the championship. Like, yes, that's what I mean. Because, like, the only healthy team right now is Phoenix. And they are lucky to be healthy, especially with the shortened off season. I think they're going back next year. It's gonna be still gonna be shortened because there's the Olympics and all of that. But yeah, if you look at the other teams, you've got like the Giannis is injured, you've got Trey Young is also injured as well. So whoever is the healthiest team wins the championship. And we just hope whoever wins that series in the East is gonna be healthy. Alright? We just hope that. Alright? So it will be no arguably like arguing things or are from fans like this team is injured, this player got injured, this team won the championship. We don't get all of that stuff. Alright? So yeah, it's gonna be interesting to watch who wins that finals. But yo, I wanna watch a Atlanta Hawks versus a Phoenix Suns game. It's gonna be fun. They're both matched up properly. So yeah, it's gonna be fun, alright? Shout out to the Suns. They made a good deal. They played very, very well. And yeah, they're just fun team to watch, bro. They're just a very, very fun team to watch. And yeah, I'll see you all soon.